What are some of the scariest things you saw in the last 12 months? These are a collection of videos that will shock, disturb, and make you very unsettled. Welcome to our compilation of the top scary videos of 2024. This video shows why sometimes you need to keep the lights on.
He stopped to play with the cats at night. This is something that he clearly shouldn't have done when you see what happens next. Did you catch it? There was a creepy face looking back at you. It had pale skin and dark voids for eyes. This is just creepy. Look at the way her face seems to be a mask. The expression doesn't change. The way that her entire head pivots, following the person recording, is simply spine-chilling at best. Posted with the caption, "I caught a mythical creature in the forest." This is the encounter. It happened in a mere blink of an eye, as a woman was approached by an officer somewhere in what looks like California. The entire event is a real head-scratcher.
Hey, how's it
I
going?
was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, you completely blew past that stop sign in front of
I
me.
did. I'm so sorry. I
Okay,
literally didn't even see it.
All right, no
this
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
All right, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Okay,
a birthday party. So,
got it.
not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201. The dispatch.
As the woman appeared to be cooperative for what seems like a routine traffic stop, then she suddenly disappeared. The officer was confused, trying to figure out what just happened.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201. The dispatch.
When was the last time you visited the frozen meat section of your local store and thought to yourself, this looks delicious enough to eat right now? That is what must have been in the head of this woman when she did this. They jumped awake, feeling that something was not right. Capturing this video, the creepy moment comes when you see it. There is a bizarre hand that quickly retreats away seconds later. What are those strange markings? Is that an eye in the palm? Why does the hand look like someone wearing a glove? We need so many questions about this answered. This will definitely be one of the scariest things that we'll see all month. They claim it to be proof of a ghostly apparition that is haunting the family. On the video, they captured the shadowy figure. Chilling, unsettling, and very scary.
Ahora nos abrió la puerta y se presentó.
Uno con el limón. A ver, dile a la abuela. Limón. Dile, mandarina. ¡Mandarina! Se cayó. ¿Qué? No. Espera, Marcos. Otra vez, por favor. ¿Rolo? No mames, espera. No mames. No, espera. Alguien se metió. Quédate ahí, Daniel. Alguien se metió. No mames. ¿Rolo?
¿Será el perro?
En tu casa, güey. No mames. No, esto no puede ser. No. Métete, papi, métete.
What the heck? I think they're letting off something.
At a car park in Texas, those around all heard this strange noise that cannot be explained. Have you ever heard this sound before also?
What the heck? I think they're letting off something.
The security cameras captured a ghostly mist hovering outside the entrance of the building. One of the workers goes out to investigate, but can't figure out what exactly is there. He cannot see anything physically there. At one point, he even kicks at the location of the entity, sending it flying away. Something was in the background looking at her and she had no idea. What was that? A YouTuber captured something unexpectedly scary by accident. While recording, he was walking around his house and talking to the camera when viewers noticed it in the background. There was a shadowy figure of what looked like a person standing there. Problem was, they had no head or discernible features. Judge for yourself and tell me, was this truly paranormal?
Hey everybody, so I know it's been a long time since I made one of these update videos to discuss what's going on with the money that I'm trying to raise for a home. There's YouTubers on this platform that, you know, they're not like super like, what's the word I'm looking for here?
She was crawling on the ground like an animal. With glowing eyes, they claimed that she was a witch. A video like this can be shocking, but is this enough proof to evaluate a claim like that? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Was this really proof of a poltergeist wanting one last drink at this bar? The security camera video caught one of the bar stools being tossed over all by itself. They all looked balanced and stable, but looking closely, we see it looks as if something invisible forcibly knocked it down. What do you think? This was caused by a ghost or simply gravity? Look at the people walking down the street. They don't notice the shadow figure run across their path. How is this possible? In video recorded in Africa, the man is able to hover in the air. Unsupported, he is able to hover and move freely in midair. How is this even possible? Perhaps he is using some kind of wire that we aren't able to see. Even still, the way he moves effortless make this a crazy feat to witness.
Described as the scariest game of hide and seek you will ever see, this TikTok video shows a sight that most of us hope to never experience firsthand. As the camera records, we see a pair of glowing eyes look out at us from the gap in the doorway. It doesn't move, doesn't blink, or make any attempts to communicate, just silently watching. The person recording rushes forward, but as we see, there is no one there. Very creepy and unsettling, to say the least.
Either she was having a severe case of night terrors, or there was an entity taking hold of her. She began to grin while he stopped to take a photo of the scenery when this was caught. His wife tried to capture a candid snap of him as he took the photo, but she accidentally caught this terrifying moment instead. A man saw this at the edge of his farm. The terrifying part is that he doesn't own any goats, especially ones that are pitch black and feature demonic horns like something from a nightmare. She is disturbed and needs answers to explain what she caught in this video. There is a hand on her left shoulder even though she was clearly alone. Do you see it? Shared by a person who stated that her friend was on a trip to Thailand at the time. When she got back home to Sweden, she realized that she wasn't only followed by dogs, but something else. What that something is, that is the question, she once answered. What do you think, a dog or a creature? The glowing eyes almost looking directly into your soul.
Watch. See it? Alright, now let no time. Alright, now. I'll rewind it. I'm going to do it again. See it?
The management team of this store were terrified after looking back at this security cam footage. Nobody was confirmed to be in the aisles at the time, but on the pixeled video, we can definitively make out a shadowy figure walk across, look out, and retreat again. See for yourself. These two sisters were taking a selfie together. The question everyone has is whose extra hand is that in the middle of them? It looks burnt or even to the point of decomposition. What do you make of this? Many are taking this as proof of the afterlife. They were getting video of the prayer altar, which features photos and other objects of past family members. That was when this happened, a ghostly apparition walking in. An unintended photo taken before the start of the ceremony caught something that was completely unexpected. The room was empty, but then, who was that sitting at the table at the front? The look of the captured is unusually chilling.
Strange creature or something indescribable. The video captures a peculiar object hovering across a deserted street late at night. As is the case with such videos, very little information or further context is given beyond what we can see for ourselves. But many commenters were quick to call the sighting a witch flying through the sky on a broom. citing the close similarity of the clip to the Mexican witch video that went viral in the early 2000s. In it, a rural community was gripped with fear from frequent sightings of a bruja, or witch, flying high above the horizon.
This man was physically thrown off his seat in this security video. The capture took place in a factory in Brazil. The two workers were going about their normal duty when it happened. It was powerful enough to completely toss him over. The woman was too scared and ran away in terror. They captured what seems to be a duende or little person outside of the door, tossing rocks at the car. We don't know why it was trying to get their attention, but the video is unsettling when considered this was caught by accident. Similar to the last, he thinks that he was being followed by a duende. He turns the camera and caught the silhouette of a short creature walking through the mist.
La concha de su madre. Ya, Jere, compañero. ¿Ya dónde está ahora? Guacho. Ya, Jere, compañero. ¿Ya dónde está ahora? Guacho.
The family moved into their new home and was making a video tour. This was when they caught it. A shadow person was seen hiding in the bathroom, shutting the door as the camera panned the room.
Whoa. Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie. Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam do... Uważaj.
Camila.
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi. Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
Did you notice that creepy figure looking out from around the doorway? As the camera pans around, we catch a brief glimpse of it. The glowing eyes almost looking directly into your soul.
collage. See it? Alright, now let no time. Alright, now. Rewind it, I'm gonna do it again. See it?
The management team of this store were terrified after looking back at this security cam footage. Nobody was confirmed to be in the aisles at the time, but on the pixeled video, we can definitively make out a shadowy figure walk across, look out, and retreat again. See for yourself. We can't confirm if this video is unaltered or not, but the visuals are definitely chilling to behold. It looks like the upper body of a ghostly woman go flying by. The force strong enough to flip over the hammock. He encountered a primitive, super excited to show off her collection with the world in her latest update video. What she had no clue about at the time was the person standing behind her. Viewers quickly saw him and pointed it out. Terrified, she replied, "I am alone. I have no idea who was that. Should I call the police?"
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Acá la tía Helga está con paltas requena. Paltas requena me las trajeron de regalo y como a mí me encantan las paltas, yo me hice hoy día en la mañana porque estoy solita.
Was this a glitch in the Matrix? A case of someone experiencing a drug-fueled trip? Or is he having a medical emergency? The way he is bent over is very painful and extremely abnormal. We see that he is awake and conscious, but refuses to come out of that contorted pose.
Hey, man. Hey, you okay, bro? Dude! Hey! Hey, man. Hey, yo. Hey, man. Hey, you okay, bro? Dude! Hey! Hey, man. Hey, yo.
Spooky, full moon photos baffle internet as paranormal figure appears out of nowhere. The images, snapped in quick succession during an abnormally large full moon. But in the second image, a small mystery figure can be seen just meters away in plain sight. Captured at the ominously named Blair Witch Wood, the video shows a creature hiding behind a fallen tree trunk. We can only see the top of its head and large black eyes. Despite that, whatever that is, it looks simply terrifying. These two sisters were taking a selfie together. The question everyone has is whose extra hand is that in the middle of them? It looks burnt or even to the point of decomposition. What do you make of this? Many are taking this as proof of the afterlife. They were getting video of the prayer altar, which features photos and other objects of past family members. That was when this happened, a ghostly apparition walking in. An unintended photo taken before the start of the ceremony caught something that was completely unexpected. The room was empty, but then Who was that sitting at the table at the front? The look of the captured is unusually chilling. He claims that his niece saw a ghost at the hospital. In the video, the little girl is pointing at something that she sees. When the camera focuses in, we see a man standing a distance away. He almost seems to blend into the walls and doesn't react to them at all. What do you make of this?
Estaba ahí parado, sin moverse, solo observando. Sobrina ve en Fantasma en Hospital parte 1.
Uy, sale un guapo. Ven. Vente.
Another case of people supposed children witnessing the paranormal. The OP stated my son and my best friend's daughter talked to someone in the corner of the dining room. They talked for a solid 10 minutes, and I managed to record this video. Do you think that they were actually talking to ghosts? Or was imaginary child play and nothing else? Some say that it was a faked video. Others think that it's just a person hiding behind a tree. Either could be possible, or was it some other more scary creature altogether? Leave your opinion in the comments below. The moviegoers were unaware of the figure standing behind them. If they hadn't snapped this photo, nobody would have realized how chilling the moment really was. There is the blurry outline of what seems to be a woman in a black dress and hat from the Victorian era. We aren't sure, but it looks like she is running with a closed fist and attempting to scream. Father and daughter were on their way home, alone in the car. Who was the other child in the back seat sitting next to the little girl? We see him turning around multiple times to confirm that there's no one else there. Yet, we see it. Apparition caught on camera in old building that burned down years before. Look closely. As the camera settles, we see a translucent human-shaped figure come walking across from the left side and then vanish from view. Do you see it? Was this a glitch in the Matrix caught on camera? At the start, there were 2 people pushing the car. The next minute, there's only one. What is going on here? He saw some kids running around and playing in the streets. This was strange because it was very late, and so he went to investigate. The thing was, how close he got, he was never able to actually see them. To prove his experience, he recorded this video, where we see the shadows of what looks like children playing in the street at a distance.
Eran humanos. Benito se cagó ahorita. Cuando vio, yo le dije todavía, el que viene allá es humano, le dije yo. Aquellos que ven allá son humanos, son humanos. Eran humanos.
Showing a man at a local store attempting to make a purchase. As he waits to be rung up, this happens. He is toppled over by an invisible attack. The force is so great, it literally sweeps him off his footing and drops him to the floor. It can't be debunked by saying that he fell. Look closely at the video. To fall in this way, someone needs to be physically hit by an external force. I would love to hear any theories on how do we debunk, or even trying and make sense out of this. This is an ultra-realistic wooden carving. That being the case, this shouldn't be possible. Right? Look closely at the eyes. They move. The eyes move and follow the person recording. How is this possible? Or are our eyes deceiving us? Look at the crowd of people and tell me if you see it. There is someone there who doesn't quite fit in with everyone else. A person in the middle has a shocking appearance, almost like an extraterrestrial being. with larger than normal eye sockets and deep voids where his eyes should be. How do we make sense out of capture like this? A homeowner came outside at night to see this. He captions his post, "What would you have done if you come out your house to find this?" We see the outline of a full, shadowy apparition of a humanoid form. Whose hand is that? There, on her shoulder, a mysterious hand appears and touches the other woman. She doesn't react, and then the phantom arm slides away and vanishes. Losing a loved one is always a difficult thing to deal with. In this occasion, however, the utmost unexpected happens. The family was saying goodbye. That was when the deceased, lying in the open coffin, suddenly lifts up when the woman touches her. We hear the people around start gasping and reacting to what is happening. Something like this happening isn't unheard of, but how do we try to make sense of all of this? In our next entry on the list, we have a case that is similar to the last, but is being considered a true miracle. A family in Honduras suffered the loss of their infant child on Saturday. He was buried on Sunday and came back to life 6 days later on Thursday. This is the story as covered by the local news.
The child died on Saturday. He was buried on Sunday afternoon, and Monday in the afternoon farmers were passing by the cemetery and they heard a child crying. The next day the same thing happened. They didn't give it much thought. They heard it and just listened and went on their way. However, today, a large group of people gathered and they all heard the child crying. Someone went to call the relatives and they came. People around here know that on Sunday afternoon the child would have been buried there by the Ramirez family. They immediately dug up the location and took him out. They are Christians. They go to the Baptist church of that community. I sent video and photos there of the child at the time. They were doing resuscitations with their hands. Because they are Christians, they took out the child's body and it didn't have a bad smell to it. Didn't have bad color. The temperature was normal and his heart was beating. You can say that his vital signs were normal. They immediately proceeded to take him to the health center in San Luis. There the doctor told them that the child was alive. Another doctor arrived and told them the same thing, that they should take him to the Socorro hospital. There the doctor said that the child was in need of oxygen. The doctors told them, but Don Ovillo Ramirez says that the child is still alive at this point.
Why did they bury the child? What did he die from? What did he die from when he supposedly died? Because since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's been 6 days.
6 days, that is correct. The child. Look, one of the brothers of the church says that the girl, the mother of the child, could not get pregnant. The pastor prayed for her and later she became pregnant with the child. According to the relatives, the child about 2 months ago came down with a fever and died. He died Saturday. On Sunday, they buried him in the afternoon, and there is the video where they take him out by force. There is the small coffin, and the child is alive now in the hospital, according to what the relatives tell us.
They were beating on a tree to see if something would respond. By something, they were thinking a Bigfoot. The surprise came when it actually responded. This is how it happened that night.
Dogs, come. What do you think it is? Go down that road. You hear that?
There was something stirring late at night in the storage area of a funeral home. Camera caught an orb of light manifesting and hovering around the room, changing direction and moving in an erratic pattern, with employees saying that they were hearing strange noises inside. The unsettling part comes when one of the coffins gets mysteriously knocked over. Do you believe this was caused by the paranormal or something else?
¿Me alcanzaste a ver? Ahí. Algo cruzó. Ahí. Ahora pasa de vuelta para allá. Acá. Ahí pasó.
Te juro que le sentí los pasos, boludo. Salí a mirar ahí, mirá.
The internet thinks that this video shows proof of the existence of the certid, called a palmero, a South American mythical humanoid creature of small stature said to be able to imitate the sounds of various forest creatures.
Decime.
Tengo sueño. ¿Quién te enseña a hacer esas cosas?
¿Qué?
¿Quién te enseña a hacer esas cosas?
¿Dónde?
She claims to live near to a church and cannot explain why all of her videos look like this. Do you see it? The video has a strange ghosting effect whenever she moves, resulting in her face looking distorted by the shadows and almost seeming transparent. This needs to be further investigated. Asking the question, do you see the shadowy figures around her? The comments quickly shifted to people saying they might be shadow people or ghost children. What are they? While the people below pray, nobody notices that there is a creepy figure above looking at them through the window. Eventually, it sinks back away into the darkness. This mystery has scientists baffled. They can't explain why or how the statue at the museum moves all by itself, and only at night. The Egyptian statue is said to be thousands of years old, and many think it to be cursed, in order to explain how it can turn around all by itself. The video captures how night after night, it turns around inside of the glass display case. Can you debunk this? If yes, tell me what is going on with this in the comments below. Security cameras at the front of their home caught this unusual series of events. Hearing a commotion outside, the homeowner ran out to check, but was terrified by what she found.
So we're just gonna blend it in.
No one perished.
It just
but
turned on.
People said, I don't know if you saw the news, people said that they called the ambulance and how all the fire trucks out there trying to save people, but there was nobody in there. Yeah, that was gonna be. Yeah, I mean, this place is just as cool as good. You can see they're still trying to get our attention. Okay, I'll start. You put out.
Flashlight is behaving strange when it begins to turn on and off in the basement of a hotel as witnesses look on. Perhaps this was caused by a paranormal force or malfunction equipment. Comment your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this place is just as cool as good. You can see they're still trying to get our attention. Okay, I'll start.
They didn't notice the ghostly face hovering just outside the window at this hospital. Something from your nightmares. The human body shouldn't bend and contort like this. Would you have run away after seeing this? A truly terrifying sequence of events. The family was expecting another routine, an ordinary night at home. Things didn't go to plan that this occurred. She appears to have become possessed. The facial expressions and menacing behavior would send anyone running away in terror.
Simón, le bajas al baño, ¿eh?
¿Qué pasa?
Ya se está, yo creo que se tapó en el baño. Estilo tinaja. Güey, ya te tardaste chido. Vamos a servir poquita. Ay. te va a hacer algo. ¡No mames! ¡Oh, la verga! ¿Y ve? ¿Y ve? ¿Y ve? ¡Ey, ábrela! ¡Abran! ¡Abran! ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago?
We can't judge the true authenticity of recordings like this. However, we can confirm that this is genuinely scary to watch. The entire room is empty, but we keep seeing that there is what looks like someone on the sofa reflected in the TV.
Feels like someone is sitting next to me. You know what's the scariest part? There's no one next to me. Here I am sitting, and there's no one. No objects that could cast a shadow. But in the reflection, there is... It looks eerie. The entire couch.
In Indonesia, during a ceremony, the singers never realized that there was something scary behind them hiding and looking. The figure looks like a semi-transparent man in a hat. It leans out and slowly retreats. At a religious service, none of the attendees seem aware of the eerie, dark figure standing among them. This is truly chilling indeed. They look like a living corpse draped in a dark veil, unsettling to say the least. While resting on the couch, this homeowner had no clue that a spectral entity was moving around him. If there ever was a reason to have nightmares, this indefinitely it. Have you ever witnessed a living statue? If the video true, these statues are said to be alive. Just look at the eyes and judge for yourself. The car was empty, But yet still, who was that pale and ghostly little girl on the inside? She looks up at the camera and then disappears again. Truly unsettling. How brave do you need to be in order to buy a haunted doll and place it on your bed? This man wanted to test his bravery and did just that. He recorded his experiences and was terrified when he captured this. This is sped-up video showing the doll sitting up and rotating on the bed. What do you make of this? They are all smiles, but nobody noticed the shadow figure that quickly ran past behind them. This video was captured on a second-floor apartment when the homeowner noticed movement outside of her kitchen window. Recording this clip, we see what looks like the outline of a person walking just outside the window, which should be impossible, right?
This next clip from Insta Video has left viewers scratching their heads. Take a look. The dog seems to appear out of nowhere. The man glances over but doesn't seem to realise what's just happened.
A ghostly experience at a coffee shop. She places the cup on the counter and then this happened. The cup is pushed off. This couple was attached by some kind of night stalker or sleep demon. The woman was grabbed and manhandled from the back while her partner continues to sleep. What do you make of encounters like this? She couldn't believe this when she caught it. There's clearly someone in the background hiding behind the wall. She sees them, but that shouldn't be since she lives alone. This is enough to make your blood run cold. Look at the dog. It is seeing something that nobody inside the room is able to. The camera, however, was able to capture the terrifying entity outside. It stands at the window and looks inside. In the darkness, there are a couple of people standing there. The security guard goes over to chase them off, but when the lights go on, the chilling moment becomes evident. There was no one there. Some people say that this looked like a ghostly bride caught running down the street, her arms extended and seeming to glide along. Was this really a creepy phenomena, or a good case of computer graphical manipulation? Was this a severe case of night terror or something else? The video shows the person asleep being twisted and pulled out of the bed. Then a variety of strange things start happening, as if he became possessed. These videos will test your courage. When you go looking to find something scary, you shouldn't be surprised if you actually find it.
See. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. Siapa itu? Siapa? Siapa itu? Siapa? Astagfirullahaladzim. Siapa? Astagfirullahaladzim. Siapa? Astagfirullahaladzim. 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 Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah.
This explorer was terrified out of his mind, recorded himself investigating the house of a man who recently passed away. Scary part comes when you learn the man had passed away 3 days before he was caught on this video. They were asleep when something yanked the child off the bed with force. She was about to blow out her birthday candles when this happened.
Happy birthday.
It's always unsettling to see flying creatures, but this is another level. They say that it was a witch, caught on camera. Others think it could be a local legend from the south called a screamer, a ghostly woman that flies over open fields at twilight, letting out a distinctive cry.
Astaghfirullahalazim, 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 astaghfirullahalazim. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullahalazim, ya Allah, astaghfirullahalazim, ya Allah.
He went exploring an old abandoned asylum by himself, and at night. What happened next was extremely unexpected and sent him running away, screaming in terror to the nearest exit. At a popular street corner, they captured a ghostly form running. It went in the direction of a group of people who did not notice it, then quickly dissolved away. How do we start to explain something like this? In the tunnels under the hospital, video captured shows an empty stretcher moving all by itself.
Miren esa camisa, anda sola, chicos. Con los pelos de punta. Mira. ¿A ustedes les parece que me puede pasar esto?
During the little girl's birthday party, the attendees never seemed to notice a terrifying presence standing atop the slide of the play area beyond the yard. This is chilling and beyond a disturbing visual to witness. Was this a demon, an unknown creature, or something even more unsettling? The OP stated that they noticed movement outside their second-story window. Grabbing the camera and capturing this video, we see a pair of glowing eyes looking in from the outside. It slowly sunk away and then disappeared. What do you think that was? The stuffed animal on the ground might be possessed. It moves all by itself. We clearly see the head turn and swivel around on the ground. Either she was having a severe case of night terrors, or there was an entity taking hold of her. She began to grin wildly and showed major distorted expressions. This next woman reacted to something during the night. While her partner slept, she sat up on the bed and acted strangely for hours. She would twist and contort her limbs in wild ways until she started to contort her body. He stopped to take a photo of the scenery when this was caught. His wife tried to capture a candid snap of him as he took the photo, but she accidentally caught this terrifying moment instead. At the scene of a road accident, we see the person covered by the blue sheet. We presume that they are already deceased. That was when the unbelievable occurred. It began to move, seeming to come back to life. Maybe it's a zombie? They were asleep when something yanked the child off the bed with force. She was about to blow out her birthday candles when this happened.
Happy birthday!
It's always unsettling to see flying creatures, but this is another level. They say that it was a witch, caught on camera. Others think it could be a local legend from the south called a screamer, a ghostly woman that flies over open fields at twilight, letting out a distinctive cry.
Astaghfirullahalazim, 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 astaghfirullahalazim. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullahalazim, ya Allah, astaghfirullahalazim, ya Allah.
This terrified them on Friday night. Watching the security camera of a horror tour, the workers were shocked to see this. During closing time, this unsettling figure came into view and then seemingly dissolved away. The way it happened was truly chilling. Even more, the glowing eyes and its head, turning to look up directly into the camera, is beyond scary. Captured during a video call, she was alone at the time. Then who was that other person? And nobody noticed it. They didn't see it, but it happened. They posed and were having a good time when something scary moved in the doorway. A ghostly apparition glided past just outside the door. A man saw this at the edge of his farm. The terrifying part is that he doesn't own any goats, especially ones that are pitch black and feature demonic horns like something from a nightmare. She is disturbed and needs answers to explain what she caught in this video. There is a hand on her left shoulder even though she was clearly alone. Do you see it? Shared by a person who stated that her friend was on a trip to Thailand at the time. When she got back home to Sweden, she realized that she wasn't only followed by dogs, but something else. What that something is, that is the question, she once answered. What do you think, a dog or a creature? A witch doctor from Africa went viral showing off his claims that he can control nature itself. He demonstrates that he commands the water to move and it obeys. Was that a werewolf, an unknown beast, or a person in a costume? This was the first-hand encounter. While packing the drinks at the store, someone walked past on the other side. This shouldn't have happened since the store was closed and he was alone at the time. The OP claims this video to be real and authentic. They say that when they returned home, they found this. The dog treat was hovering in midair without explanation. Tell me your take on what caused this in the comments below.
I definitely get why some people thought it was CGI, because it does look kind of fake, but it is an actual dog biscuit, and there's a few more.
Was this a creature, someone with extreme body modifications, or something even more unexplained? It has black skin, and even more unsettling, completely black eyes that shine in the light. Watching the clip does give you that chilling tingle down your spine. This needs further investigation.
هسه هم مشوا على جهة التكينة وجبيل ولا هي اسمها شنو دي ورجعوا تاني من الحراز وبتاع الحوامة في الخالة دي داير لها جن. المهم قالوا قبضوا جن مسلم. قال له انا كنت مع سيدنا سليمان يعني. قال له كنت مع سيدنا برهان الجن ذاته في لول. قال له يا اخي سيدنا سليمان. قال لا 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 قال البرهان.
While packing the drinks at the store, someone walked past on the other side. This shouldn't have happened since the store was closed and he was alone at the time.